Yeah, and so also make sure that you mute your mics and have anything close by that you need as far as support, blankets, bolsters, blocks, straps, belts, towels, whatever it takes. And welcome to my Zen room. This is what I call my little shala at my house. I do a lot of healing work in here as well. And we'll just get started by bringing your mind into your body as you are sitting here on your mat. And just let any zoomy thoughts kind of flow through and start to pull away from your need to connect and attach to your thoughts. And just bring your mind and your awareness to this moment, in this space, in your body on your mat. And as you start to tune in, noticing the movement of your breath. Tuning into this movement of your breath, notice how your body responds to the movement. Notice how the rib cage opens around your inhale. And notice how the rib cage closes and descends around your exhale. And then start to guide your breath even deeper, drawing the breath past the chest, down into the belly. Feel your whole torso expand and descend with your breath. And notice how your breath becomes deeper and slower, how the breath starts to entrain in a rhythm. And notice how that rhythm just kind of becomes involuntary. But keep your mind and your awareness really, really forward with that movement of your breath. And relax your knees. And soften the shoulders away from your ears. Begin to notice any points or parts of your body where tension is present, where it is speaking to you, where you're getting feedback from your body. And try to soften there. Try to bring your breath to this place and find release. As the breath continues to move into the body, finding your heart opening and lifting forward as the chin rises and the shoulders roll back. And as you exhale, round your spine, drop your shoulders forward, drop your chin forward. Feel the stretch along the upper back of your body. Inhale and slowly rise and lift and extend forward. Trying to level out the movement of your body to match the movement of your breath. Inhaling as you lift and rise. Just imagine the breath is like a wave, refreshing, washing over your spine and your neck and your hips. And when you feel like your body is opened and warmed, slowly guide the movement back to stillness. And feel yourself sitting even taller, releasing the shoulders even further away from the ears. Feel the crown of your head reaching for the sky. Bringing your arms out to the sides of your body. As the inhale flows, slowly guide them upward. Imagining, don't just lift the arms, but imagine that you're just gently pressing them through gravity. Bringing the backs of the fingertips together, let them descend down through the midline of your body with your exhale. Turn the hands out, open. And as the exhale comes, find the descending current. Inhaling as you open. Exhaling as you release. We're just slowly and gently warming the shoulders, giving the breath a pattern and a rhythm to follow. One more time, all the way around. Clasping the hands together as you reach up overhead, opening and lifting. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together in front of the chest, but facing outward, so palms are forward. And then round the spine, really drop into your back. Slide diagonally to one side with your arms, just feeling the shoulder blades open. And slowly to the other side as well. Bring the hands around behind the back as you lift through your spine again, straightening. Clasp your hands together, or you can hold a towel between your hands. If you can clasp your hands together, press them down toward the mat and lift open through the heart. Press your shoulders back and down. So we're just feeling now that stretch across the front of the shoulders. Stay with your breath. Try not to hold the breath. Just allow it to flow into the belly, rounding the belly, up and away. And release the hands. Taking just the hands to the knees, we're going to inhale from the center and exhale, turn the chin over the right side of the body. Take the left hand that's on the knee and just give a gentle press. And inhale as you circle through. Coming back to the center, exhale as you turn and press toward the other side. So now looking over your left shoulder, and then just taking the right hand to the knee, give just the softest, most gentle press. And inhale as you come back through. We're going to walk the body out and forward. So keeping the sit bones in contact with the mat. Take any support you need under the forearms. Feel your low back gently begin to open. And as you exhale, slowly release all the way forward. As deeply as you can, comfortably, as deeply as you can, comfortably. While you're here in this forward fold, feeling your breath expand and descend through the rib cage. Also just be super aware of all the parts of your body that are working, that are relaxing, that are holding, that are releasing. Taking the hands out wide. So imagining that your hands are coming underneath the elbows. We're going to take the left shoulder and press it toward the mat as the right shoulder rises up. Turn and look up and over your right shoulder. Just feeling that stretch right across the front of your shoulder girdle. Inhale back through the center. And exhale to the other side. Press the right shoulder in toward the mat. Open the left shoulder. Slowly come down and rise through the middle. Switch your forward foot. Inhale as you extend your spine and your crown upward, and exhaling as you fold. Take your time to let your body slowly open. We hold these poses for just a little bit longer so that you can allow your mind to be really present with the body as it just gently opens. And taking your hands out wide, back underneath the elbows. Just one more stretch, dropping the right elbow down, picking the left one up, and then shifting sides. Coming back to center slowly, inhale and rise. And then turning the body to the table pose. So bringing hands directly underneath the shoulders, softening through your elbows, knees are under the hips, point your toes, and then engage your belly so that your back becomes long and straight. Feel the strength of your upper body. Take an inhale from here, and as you exhale, round the sit bones down and drop the head, let your spine rise up. And inhale, head and sit bones go up, belly rounds down, feel the stretch across your abdomen. Exhale and round. Always moving your body with the fullest expression of your breath. Inhaling as we move up. Exhale, release the spine to flat back. Draw the sit bones back to the heels. Open the knees a lot. As much as it feels comfortable for you. And slowly begin to release your upper body between your legs. Forward Balasana, child's pose. And if the hips are feeling tension or tightness, you can use the forearms and keep your body a little higher and just shift gently side to side. Always feeling guided toward what your body's requesting. If there's any little adjustments or wiggles or moves within the posture, always do those. And then drawing the knees together directly under the hips. Pull the hips forward so that they're directly above the knees. And then we're going to take the whole chest down to the mat for Anahatasana. You have a lot of options here. You can take the forearms to the ground, but you're looking for a back bend. So you're looking for your belly to round down. And if you can comfortably release the forehead to the mat, you can go there. And if you can comfortably pull forward, allowing your chin to release and looking forward, you can go there. Stay here with your breath. And then as the inhale flows, slowly pull the body forward. Keeping the elbows below the shoulders, we're going to come into Dandasana 2, so low plank on the forearms. You can take your hands out, spreading your fingers wide, take an inhale. And as you exhale, curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat, and come into just a regular low plank. Engaging your belly to give strength to your posture. We like to try to hold these for about 10 cycles of breath. We're already on about 3. So you can drop the knees down anytime and rest, or try to stay here with us. Keeping the navel drawn backward toward the spine. Allow your breath to be at ease. Soften your brow while you're here. On your 10th exhale, step your feet in about a foot's distance further forward, so about 12 inches forward. Press down through the armpits, pressing off of the mat. So we're coming into like a downward facing dog, but just from the forearms. This is called dolphin pose. So just rest here, pressing your sit bones toward the sky, release the knees, or I'm sorry, release the heels toward the ground, and stay with your breath. As you inhale, slowly shift the body forward, drop to the knees. Press the sit bones back to the heels just for a moment. So while we're here, we're going to warm the wrists. So you can open your hands and make a fist, and open the hands and make a fist. You can take a couple of rotations through your wrists. You can clasp your hands together behind your back or hold a strap or a towel between your hands and release your arms up and over the body. Release the hands down. Come back into the table pose just for a moment. Curl the toes under. Stretch the feet. Taking any circular motions, side to side movements for the ankles to warm up. Take an inhale and exhale. Press off of your hands. Press your sit bones slowly to the sky. Allow the armpits to descend toward the mat as you continue to press down through your hands. So you're sending all that dynamic energy up towards your sit bones. If your hamstrings are tight or if they still feel cold, you can press opposite heels toward the mat. Just a little gentle pedal motion. And then from here, keeping the knees slightly bent, we're going to walk the hands back toward the feet. Resting in Uttanasana, resting here in this forward fold. Find the fold that works for you. If you want your legs to be straight, take support with your hands on your shins until your hamstrings give you permission to release fully. You also have the permission to soften through the knees. Take your hands to the mat. Release the head fully. Totally let your neck and head soften. Bend your knees a lot. Cross the elbows, placing them on your thighs. Drop your hips down and look forward. Find your breath. Before you stand up too fast, regulate your blood pressure. Pressing down through your feet. Slowly rise. And hands come together in front of the heart. You can shake your hips, releasing tension from your body. Shake them, shake them, shake them. Slowly take a couple of steps forward toward the front edge of your mat. And from here, aligning your Tadasana, getting your ankles directly below your hip joints. Softening but activating the knees, so it's not like a lockout through the knees, but it's definitely a lengthening through the back of the legs. And then finding that tilt in your pelvis that feels right, where you feel your abs activating and helping your back hold your body. Hands together in front of your heart. Find your breath. And as the inhale comes, arms are going to move down, around, and up. Opening all the way, pressing the arms through gravity, lifting and extending the heart upward. And then as you exhale, bend the knees softly. Release your upper body over your legs.
Releasing fully through your upper body, totally finding your Uttanasana. Listening to the feedback your body has here, making any adjustments. As the inhale comes, hands come to the shins, lift your head and heart,
flatten the back. Extend the crown forward, extend the shoulders away from the ears, so just pressing down through your shoulders. Engage your abs a lot here. And exhale, release over your legs, hand center under the shoulders, step the right foot all the way back, dropping into your hips as you lift the heart, extend the crown forward. From here, you can always release the back knee down. If this is helpful for you in this posture, you always have permission for that. Otherwise, as the exhale flows, step the front foot back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Always have permission also here to keep the knees soft. And then as you inhale, pull forward into plank, you also always have permission here to drop the knees down, keep your elbows soft. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. And then as you come to the mat, hinge the elbows right by the sides of the body, coming all the way down. Inhale, draw the elbows under the shoulders. Pull the heart open and through, extend the crown upward. And exhale, release the body down, drawing the hands back by the rib cage. Tuck the elbows in tight and curl the toes. Exhale, you can press through table pose all the way up to downward facing dog. And then inhale, extend the right leg up. And exhale, send the right foot all the way up to the right hand, dropping the back knee down if that's your pathway today, or keeping it high, but pressing the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, step the back foot forward, releasing the upper body down back into Uttanasana. Inhale, drop the hips down as you rise through your heart. And bring the hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, bring the arms down, round and up. Exhale, hinge over your legs. Inhale, lift the head and heart, flatten the back. Extend, make the spine long, long, long. And exhale, release back over your legs. Hands under the shoulders. Left foot steps back, right back into our lunge. Remembering your options here, but lengthening the whole back of your body. Inhale and exhale. Step the feet together, release the heels to the mat, send the sit bones to the sky. Inhale, slowly shift. Bring your body into Dandasana. Exhale, release into Chaturanga. Inhale as the heart rises and extends upward. You can still take the Sphinx here, or rise fully into Bhujangasana, or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Deeply inhaling, exhaling. You can come now through the plank, back into down dog, or through the table, back into down dog, your choice. Inhale, the left leg extends all the way up. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through, drop into the hips, lift through the heart. Exhale, step the back foot forward and release. Forward fold. Bend the knees a lot, rise through your heart, and reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come together. Adding on to this flow, shifting and changing slightly. Step your legs and feet all the way together. Inhale as the arms move down, around and up. And as you exhale, bring your sit bones back. Almost like you're sitting in a stool or a chair behind you, but make sure the knees stay back on this side of the toes. You see me? Yeah. Here, engage the abs, lengthen the lower back, lift through the chest, and reach. Think of this one as a lightning bolt. Keeping your abs engaged will give you the strength to hold the posture and stay with your breath. Inhaling one more time. As you exhale, straighten your legs as you fold your upper body forward. Bringing the hands all the way underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, release. Step the left foot back, dropping into your lunge. From this lunge, drop the back knee down. All together, point the left toes. Inhale, rise into crescent moon. You can come back out of crescent moon any amount. And then drop, opening through your hips. Take your time. The hips want to do as you ask. They just need time to catch up. So give them time to release down. Find the slightest tuck or engagement. Tuck through the pelvis or engagement in the low abs. And you can extend your arms all the way up. You can hold onto the right knee as you reach with the left. Listen carefully for any feedback from the body and stay on the comfortable side of your pain edge. So never going into the place where there's a painful response. Just finding the ooey gooey openness of your joints, the willingness of your body. Inhaling from here. As we exhale, we're folding forward over the front leg. So now the right leg is going to slowly straighten and extend. You can take blocks underneath your hands here if it's hard for you to reach the ground. And then thing number one that's so important to be aware of in this posture, in any forward fold actually that we do ever, is that you're extending the heart forward toward the toes and folding forward with your back elongating instead of getting this big round. We're thinking of extension. And inhale, slowly shift forward, bringing both hands to the inside of the right foot. The right foot's going to change positions. So we're going to roll on the ball of the foot to take the heel out, and then roll on the heel to take the ball of the foot out. So we're just taking the foot out a whole 1 foot length. Bringing the hands together underneath the chest. So there's a lot of things that we can explore in this posture. You can come up onto your toes and just use your hands down on the ground. You can leave the back knee down. You can come onto your forearms. And if you're on your forearms, resist the urge to drop the head. But again, you can come up onto the toes of the back foot. Wherever you are, make sure you're rolling with your breath rhythm. If you're holding your breath, you've probably gone too deep into your posture. As your next exhale flows, take your hands back underneath your body. Walk the right foot back in. Make any adjustments you need. Left hand can go on a block or can be directly on the ground underneath your shoulder. As the inhale flows, we're going to turn and open toward the right side of the mat. Open through your heart. Press the shoulders away from the ears. And if it's there for you, you can take the left elbow to the top of the right thigh. Place your hands together in a prayer. And extend your body in every direction. Inhaling from here, as you exhale, bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find your downward facing dog. And while you're here in down dog, notice the difference between the right side and the left side of your body. It should be significant. Make sure that it's a good difference, that there's not any pain
feedback. Inhale as you slide your body slowly forward, stacking into Dandasana. Exhale, release in Chaturanga. And inhale as your heart rises upward through your arms. Press down through the shoulders. Pull forward with your heart. Squeeze the glutes a little to protect your low back. Never press into a back bend that hurts. Inhale deeply from here, pressing either through the table or the plank back to down dog. Inhale the left foot up into the air. Step the left foot all the way up to your left hand. Drop the right knee down to the mat. And as you inhale, rise into your crescent moon. Whichever one you did last time, whichever one honors the body the most. And exhale. Slowly shift the body forward, pulling off of your front foot as you slowly lengthen the back of your left leg. Take support with your hands. Generally, left hand likes to be directly underneath the shoulder. You can reach forward with the right hand if it helps you keep your spine elongated. If the wrists ever get tired, you can make this fist and press straight down through the knuckles of your first two fingers on your hand. Stay with your breath. Let your mind be really present with what's going on in your left hamstring and your hips, your shoulders, your abdominals. Draw your navel in, strengthen your body. And as the inhale flows, slowly shift forward, bringing the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Take the left heel out just a bit, and then turn the left toes out. So you're getting a turnout in your leg. And then checking in with what your body did last time and trying to mimic that or mirror that. It's nice to do the same thing on both sides. And take your time, make this progressive check-in, breathe, and then ask for a little more. Soften the flow of your breath. Tell the brain that everything's okay, that we're safe here. Taking the hands directly underneath the chest, press the body back up. Walk the left foot in, keeping the right hand directly underneath the shoulder. As the inhale flows, slowly open and extend. Reaching with the left hand, pressing the shoulder away from the ears. Draw the navel in to help strengthen your body while it's here. And as the next exhale flows, drawing, we forgot to do the advance. If you're still where you are, you can take the top of your, your right elbow to the top of your left thigh, coming into this prayer posture. We wouldn't hold this much longer because we don't want to stay here longer than we did on the other side. So taking the front foot, stepping together, back and together with the right foot, shifting into downward facing dog. With your breath. From here, slowly shift forward, noticing now the balance between the right and left side of your hips. Exhale, release the upper body down to the mat. And inhale as you rise. Inhale from here as you exhale, press the sit bones back to the heels, drop into Balasana. You can extend your arms forward or circle them around by your calves and coming onto your forehead. Reaching the arms fully out as the inhale flows, draw the body back into the table pose. From table curl the toes under, press the sit bones to the sky for Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then from here, extending the right leg into the air. We're gonna step the right foot all the way between the hands and then shift the body and turn into a wide-legged forward fold. And so in this wide-legged forward fold, you can bring your fingers or your hands directly underneath your gaze on the mat. And then from here, adjusting your feet, your legs, your toes so that they feel comfortable, slowly begin to release the upper body down. You can come onto the forearms. You can stay on your hands. You can reach for your ankles. You can even reach for the ground behind you. If it feels comfortable for you to release your head to the floor, you can do that too. And clasp your hands behind your back and release them up and over your head. So many options here. Do what feels right for you. Bringing the hands back to the back body if that's where you were. Taking them underneath. Placing the left hand under your gaze. As you inhale, take the right arm around and up. Keep the navel drawn in. Keep the low back extended. Keep the spine long. And then bring that extended arm up overhead, reach. And place your right hand where your left hand is as your inhale flows open to the left. And as you inhale, reach all the way up over your head. And exhale, release. We're gonna turn the feet and knees out just a bit. Shift the whole, we're gonna take the left hand out to the left, shift the whole body to the left side. Use your hands to support that body. And release. Keep your spine long and straight. Use your elbow to support your knee. Stay really low in your body and slide all the way over to the left, to the right side. Keep your elbow inside your knee. Flex your left foot. Take support from your hands and arms. Inhale as you slide back to the center. Turn your feet and knees out. And as you inhale, slowly rise and stand. Keep your knees bent. Yeah. So the knees are turning out quite a bit. There's a little bit of a tuck in the pelvis. The abs are definitely engaged. And we're gonna just inhale, reach all the way out, just like we did in our opening meditation. Exhale, fingertips come together, release down. Inhale, open, around and out. This is all about the core. You should be feeling this in your abdominals as you use them to hold your body. Exhale and release. And I guess your quads and glutes. Inhale and open. Last time, exhale, release. And fold, follow your arms all the way down. Hands together, turn the toes and legs all the way back out. We're gonna shift the body back over the right leg. Back into that lunge. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly shift the body into Dandasana. And exhale, release. Inhale as the heart rises. Keeping your knees in contact with the mat, press your sit bones back to your heels. You can open the knees a lot, again, if that feels right for your body, or you can keep them closer together. And then slowly release back into child's pose. And inhale, the right arm slowly up. Exhale, thread it underneath your armpit. Drop the right shoulder down to the mat. What happened? Oh no. As you're resting here in Balasana, in this twist, try to find that full release of your upper body. And then draw the left hand slowly underneath your shoulder. Extend the right arm out. Extend your left arm up. And then release underneath the shoulder of your right arm, resting on the left shoulder. See if you can't get to that place where you have fully let go of supporting your whole body. And draw the right arm underneath the shoulder. Slowly press around. One more time, extending the hands forward. Inhale, rise into table posture. Press sit bones up into down dog. Inhale, left arm, or left leg, sorry, all the way up to the sky and step your left foot all the way up to your hands. Drop into your hips, lift and extend through your heart. Exhale, step your back foot forward, release one more time in Uttanasana. Bend your knees a lot, lift through your heart as you inhale and rise. From here, we're going to take our time getting into a seated posture. So bringing your body fully down onto your sit bones. And finding your legs extended forward. With this full leg extension, we're going to take both legs. We're going to go into boat pose. So find level 1 of boat pose is just to sort of touch your toes down, keeping the chest lifted, but extending the body back. Basically, we're engaging the abdominals as full as we can. And you can hold here without support, or you can even take a little support by holding the knees. So then second level would be to hold the backs of the legs and extend the toes up. And just breathe. Soften your brow while you're here. Relish in the ooey gooey good feelings of just being in a place where you're breathing. Lastly, you can fully extend the legs, keeping the chest lifted and reach. And slowly rock your whole body back on your mat and hug your knees close to your chest. Feel that full release. Feel the softening in your low back. Feel your abdominals softening as well. And from here, as you're hugging your knees in, bring your feet bottom to bottom and reach up, holding the backs of those feet, opening the knees a lot, and then slowly releasing back down to the mat. And then holding the bottoms of your feet, extend them upward for happy baby pose. Just let gravity do this work for you. Feel the restorative nature of not doing. Feel that restorative nature of allowing gravity to help you as you open and extend. Holding the backs of your legs or wrapping 2 fingers around your big toes, press the legs fully open, long and elongated. Feel that stretch through your adductors, which is so juicy. Release your fingertips and slowly draw your legs together. Bending at the knees, keep your arms open wide like the letter T. Engage the abs a lot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly release the legs to the left side of your body as you turn your gaze to the right. Try not to allow your legs to touch down. Use your abdominals to support your body. Inhale and slowly rise. And exhale, release to the other side. Keep moving with your own rhythm of breath. And then one more full cycle, ending on the side opposite from where you started. Bringing the legs back to center. Giving them one more hug. Lengthening through the low back. Release the feet to the ground close to your sit bones. Keep your knees bent. Bring the arms down to the sides of the body. And then just check in. Are your knees and feet hip width apart? That's where we want them to be. As you take an inhale, finding your exhale, press the low back into the mat. Feel your abdominals engage, and then press down through the feet, lifting the sit bones and the low back up off the mat. Feel your middle spine rising. Pressing all the way up to your shoulder blades. Taking this half bridge series into your playful practice. So is this something you'd just rather have a restorative evening? You can place a couple of pillows under your low back and feel that very restorative opening and lengthening. If you want to be more active, you can stay here and just hold the strength in your abdominals and your quads and your glutes. And if you want to go even further, you can give a little extra tuck to the chin, walk the shoulder blades together, clasp the hands underneath the back, which presses the belly up just a little bit higher. Feel the restorative, healing power of your breath flowing through all the channels of the body. You can even bring your hands to your low back, supporting a deeper back bend and possibly moving into shoulder stand. You can move into baby shoulder stand, which means that the ankles and knees are directly centered over the hips, and those are centered over your elbows. Or you can extend the hips fully upward over your shoulders. Stacking the ankles, the knees, the hips, and the shoulders together. This is a deep bend in your neck. Make sure your body gives you permission. From here, you can explore the different postures that originate from shoulder stand, like the plow. You can bring the knees to the forehead, pointing your toes upward. You can open your legs really wide and feel the hip opening. And from shoulder stand, when you're ready to release back down, bringing the feet to the mat, releasing the hands, opening the shoulder blades back out. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, release your upper back and then your middle back and then your lower back to the mat. From here, take just a few moments to relish in the release of tension from your body. Feel the hips releasing. Feel the shoulders letting go. Transition pose between here and final relaxation is to bring the bottoms of your feet together and open the knees for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take however long here you need before you're ready to transition into Savasana. And when you're ready to find Shavasana, just looking around, grabbing any extra items that you might need. If you're looking for support, you could place a pillow under your knees or under the neck. Take something to cover your eyes. I'm going to guide you into final relaxation, and I will leave you there to relax and rest in your home as long as you need. I'm so grateful that you joined me. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. As you begin to transition into allowing your body to rest, releasing your legs to the mat, begin to find your breath. Notice the movements of your breath in and out of the body. Notice how the rib cage expands and releases.
around the rhythm of your breathing. Take a moment to notice any sensations in your body. Notice any gripping or holding that still might be happening in your ankles or knees. Feeling for any tight places, any holding of tension in the hips, in the back, and along your spine. Soften your arms from your fingertips all the way up to your shoulders. Release your shoulders' need to support and hold your head and your neck and your torso. Fully release your head and your neck, softening the jaw, relaxing the brow. Feel the body gently beginning to drift on your mat. Turn your awareness to your mind. For just the next few moments, noticing that part of your mind where movement and thought and ideas happen. It's an amazing part of the mind. And for the next few moments, we're just going to take a few steps back. Widen the lens. Feel comfort in the quiet of the mind. Slowly set your mind to drift.